Hi, my name is Rasaan Wyzard, and this is my career moves and coffee run story. I'm very fortunate for the struggle that I went through, but I'm now able to see the fruits of my labor, and I have no regrets, and I'm happy for all the tears that were shed and shady apartments lived in and dirty couches slept on. It was all worth it. It was no shock to me that I took an interest in fashion, but coming from a traditional West Indian family where they wanted me to have a great education and have a great career making a lot of money, I thought I was going to be pre-med until I was about 16 or a sophomore in high school. And then from there, after having those typical teenage clashes with my parents, I kind of realized that I want to do what makes me happy, which was fashion. I always felt like what I wanted to do was bigger than the small town that I was going to college in, bigger than the South. I wanted to be where the innovation is happening and where all the creation is happening. So I always knew that I wanted to be in New York. Now, I had never been to New York my whole duration of college. I didn't know anyone in New York. I didn't know what I was going to do once I got here. I just had this idea that I love fashion, I want to be going to the shows, I just want to be in it. So I always claimed, like, yes, Rasaan is going to New York after graduation. Don't ask me how I'm getting there, don't ask me what I'm doing, but I just knew that I wanted to go there. So fast forward to my senior year at college, I'm scrambling, sending like literally hundreds of emails to magazines, to fashion houses, to showrooms, just anything that could give me a reason to leave Georgia and come to New York. So finally, I graduated May 8th of 2010, and I sent an email to a small group here in New York called Harlem's Fashion Row. Nothing big, nothing major, but they gave me an opportunity. They said that they would like me to intern with them. I told a slight lie, said that I was going to be in New York. They didn't know that I was in Georgia, but I just took that opportunity and I kind of bigged it up to my parents, because as paranoid as they are, they didn't want me to come up here without a plan. So I told them, like, yeah, I'm gonna have this job when I get there, and they're interested in me, and they told me on Friday, and I left that Sunday, and that was 2 weeks after I graduated. When I got here, I made sure that I had enough money for a monthly Metro card, which was like $90 at the time, and after that I had probably $50 to my name. That was gone. So funny story is, the job that I worked for was called Gorilla USA, and they kept a plate of bananas on a plate in the store, and I would like steal the bananas and eat them in the bathroom because I was starving. But I wouldn't tell anybody that. My parents don't know that. My older brother, they don't know that. But I did what I had to do because I wasn't going back to Georgia. That's for sure. I had too much pride for that. So I starved, lost a lot of weight, got really skinny, but I made it. So once I got to New York, I have this internship opportunity sitting in front of me. I go to the first meeting after it was postponed and canceled and pushed back 1 week here to 2 days later to no, let's do it next Saturday, or no, this location doesn't work. So it's already beginning to be a pain and giving me a bad taste in my mouth. So I go see what they're talking about and learn that I'm not that into it. So I decide not to do the internship. So now I'm here in New York. I don't have an internship. I don't have a job. I need to sustain myself somehow, and I still have this pride in the back of my head, like, I'm not gonna fail. I came all of this way. I had never been to New York. Let's make that clear. I'd never been here before, so I really didn't know how to even move. So I just put one foot in front of the other and kept it going. My first day at the internship, I'm told to go to the Trump Soho, to Lady Gaga's suite in the penthouse to collect clothes. I start getting prepped to be able to assist Nicola, who's the stylist, prepping appearances for Lady Gaga, prepping performances, and then all the other things that he does as well, going on sets, doing campaigns for Uniqlo, doing editorials for Vogue on Japan. Basically, just getting thrown into the world of everything that I've ever wanted to do, all while still working 4 days a week at my retail job because the internship didn't pay. Although it was a great experience, I still had to work 7 days a week, many hours, overtime, but I loved it at the end of the day. I didn't only do editorial in this internship with Nicola Formichetti. I did advertisements for like Uniqlo. What else did we do? Marketing spots for Lady Gaga. I also did runway shows and a lot of stylists, they style runway shows for Fashion Week. So working backstage and doing that. I did some celebrity work. Aside from Lady Gaga, I styled the Braxtons for their opening credits for their show. I did that on my own. That was my first solo job. But I was afforded that opportunity from Nicola. And then the editorial, of course. I can say my job is glamorous about 13% of the time. My job mainly consists of me sitting behind my computer, emailing people at 3 in the morning so that I'm up the same time as Paris offices are open, and conversing with them and figuring out logistics of getting clothes shipped here in New York and returning them, and trying to find interns and trying to book flights for my boss or find out where they can get their facials when we're on set in this city. And as much as I love my job, there's so much work that I'm doing that has nothing to do with fashion, and it gets very stressful. It's only glamorous for the models. That's it. My advice for anyone who wants to leave the current situation that they're in career-wise, and just to go for that big dream, I say don't be afraid to leave your comfort zone. Being comfortable is a very dangerous position because we often become complacent in that. And like, of course, if if I have this, $40,000 salary in some cubicle that I'm not necessarily happy in, why stop that if it works, if my bills are paid and I'm getting along fine. But my advice is to go for what will make you happy in the long run. I'm the type of person that I like to not have any regrets. I don't want to one day, 20 years from now, have my children and I just have all these shoulda, woulda, couldas. Because that's not what I want my children or whoever comes after me. I don't want that to be the life that they lead. So come out of your comfort zone. Don't be afraid to struggle. Don't be afraid to hurt just a little bit, because when you do achieve your goals, all that pain, all that struggle, it's going to be worth it in the end. Definitely will be worth it.